In the deep, damp mines lay a duo, led astray to wander aimlessly throughout the abandoned caverns, with no will or way, left with only the thoughts that tell the tales of what is lost.
Welcome to CopperCast podcast, episode 5. Welcome.
This is the only podcast that's pure enough to not have shit in it. Because we decided that long ago.
Yes, we've been talking a lot of shit recently.
Yeah, and we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're done with shit talking.
So, what do we bring to the table to this pure episode?
Well, we have a few things to talk about, I guess. What do you think we should start with? Should we start with your mishaps or some
What do you mean
other
by
things?
What do you mean by mishaps? Like my stories?
Or the things that you've done to disgust me and disappoint me?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Let's start off with well, Thanksgiving just came by, I guess. It's a bit late, but it kind of passed by.
Yeah, it's December already.
We were a bit late, but let's talk about how our Thanksgiving went, I guess.
So,
you go first.
I went to my grandma's house on my mom's side. She makes the freaking best Thanksgiving ever. My dad's side is terrible. With Thanksgiving,
Dry turkey.
It's dry turkey. They somehow managed to make the freaking stuffing dry. They somehow managed to make the stuffing dry.
That's possible.
It's apparently. Also, my dad's dad. I call him Granddad. That's just the way it's been the whole time. Yeah, and it's just, he's super religious, so the whole time, he's just making these religious jokes that I'm not really getting. Yeah.
Like, hey, what did God do?
What would God do? and then all the white people, they're just like, oh yeah, praise me.
You should be
Praise me.
Jokes, man.
And then, whenever he's like, he always prays. He's always the one who prays before we eat.
He just walked in the bathroom before he goes to the door. Must pray, gets on his knees.
It's never anybody else. It's always him. And he always cries in between it.
When he cries?
Yes! He always cries. Every time. Well, I mean,
he's just old and decrepit, so he doesn't know any better.
Probably. I don't know. But yeah, I can kind of see that type of person in my own dad as well, because you know that's his son. So
My boy.
So yeah, there's that. Thanksgiving, I ate 3 plates.
3 plates of dry turkey.
No, not on my dad's side. My grandma's side.
Okay, your grandma's, yeah.
Yeah, my mom's grandma's side. So yeah, she makes the best rolls ever. They're like the best rolls. Yes. No, not those. They're like these. I think they're like these buttermilk rolls. I think.
But you can never go wrong with buttermilk.
I freaking love them. I stole like 8 of them. She's like, go ahead. You can have like 8 of these. Take them home. I'm like, thank you. Jeez. Yeah, it's great.
Anything else? Anything else?
Amazing.
Anything intense, extreme? Anything funny? Anything goofy? Anything cringy?
Oh, my cousin. He made a Holocaust joke. Does that count?
And is your cousin?
He's like almost my age.
Is he religious? Religious?
I don't know. I didn't really hear anything from him. He was literally just there.
What was his Holocaust jokes?
It was where I think it was something along the lines of, where do the Jews sit in the car? It's like the ashtray.
Did you just get disgust looks, or did people actually laugh?
Some of them laughed.
They
They laughed. My aunt laughed.
Your granddad just went on his knees and started praying.
No, my granddad wasn't there.
Aw, damn it.
So my grandpa. My grandpa's pretty cool. He's actually more scientific than religious, but he is still religious. So he's like,
maybe his whole plan is to just prove that God's real.
Dude, he like believes in evolution at the same time. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know how that works.
Peculiar.
Yeah, and he's like, God made evolution so then humans could live, which is reasonable, I guess.
Well, at least he accepts.
At least he accepts science. I mean, if you don't accept science, then you don't accept anything. Like literally, because the world is based
Around
on science.
Yeah.
Literally, anything can be predicted science. Well, not really, but I mean.
Hypothesized.
Yeah.
Can't say that word for some reason.
Oh yeah, and speaking of science, we can transition into a new topic from this Thanksgiving.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. All right then. All right then. Go ahead. I'll talk about it later. It's not really that big of a deal anyway.
We'll speak after I've spoken.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Oh, okay.
So, mine started off with a boring morning, as most things.
Oh, I
start
forgot
off.
about this. Yeah. You told me about what happened.
And it led up to more of an eventful evening. So, my brother went off with his girlfriend, as he always does, and
Yeah.
it was just the four of us, I guess. Yeah, my dad, mom, me, my brother. Stop sniffing. And we were just eating as usual. It was the turkey, never dry. It's always moist.
Mhm.
Hawaiian bread, which is always the best.
I freaking love Hawaiian bread.
Yes, Hawaiian bread is so good, especially in gravy. My mom uses like the turkey meat juices.
Yeah, that's
as
how
a
you.
base for gravy.
That's how you make
And
gravy.
it tastes so good 'cause she puts something in it that makes it taste really good. But after eating, my dad is like, we should play a game, and he wanted to play
A certain type of game.
Yeah, it's called drunk driving.
Okay.
We weren't actually driving drunk.
Hey
but
kids, let's drunk drive together.
we rented a game, a racing game,
Mhm.
because me brother are always gods at like racing games. So we thought get a new one, so they don't know about it. Well, of course we learned it right off the bat. And whoever won a race took a shot of whatever liquor they so desired.
Mhm.
I won almost every single race.
Oh
So
my
at the end of
gosh.
the night,
That does.
I got drunk.
Wouldn't you wanna be the one who loses? Who has the drink? Wouldn't that make more sense?
I don't know. Well, I won every single race, and then I got hammered slightly. I got a bit drunk, and I did the one thing you're not supposed to. During karaoke, I guess we decided to do karaoke,
Oh no.
and I was going all out because I was drunk. I didn't worry about anything,
Yeah.
and I drank like 2 glasses of wine, which you're not supposed to do. You mixed alcohol, which
Oh.
liquor with wine is not a good thing. It didn't affect me anything at the current moment. But later at night, I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up when it happened.
Here, before you go like further, sorry for interrupting. Turn your gain like horizontally so the line is vertical, like it's pointing to the word gain, because that's how mine is.
There.
Let me see.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. As I was saying, I didn't wake up when this happened. I think 5 minutes after it actually happened is when I woke up, and okay, ignore the.
Sorry, there's
Imbecile of a dog.
There's a dog in here that
Yeah.
that is Josue's, and
She won't sit still.
she's running all over the freaking room.
But I vomited apparently, and after 5 minutes after I vomited, right, it started like solidifying. 'Cause
You didn't smell this at first. You were like,
no, I was still drunk when I woke up after I vomited, and I woke up to see this disgusting paste. It wasn't even a liquid; it was more of a paste,
what color was it?
yellow orangish,
Carrots.
and it had a lot of turkey in it.
Oh, okay.
There's still solid food in there, a lot of solid food, and it wasn't nice. It smelled wretched.
Well, obviously, it's got bile in it.
I was still drunk, so I had no idea what I was doing. I got out, I took off my pants, I took off my shirt because I got a little vomit on them.
Yeah.
Brought it down to the basement so I could just clean it later. I took off the sheets, took off the pillow sheets. Actually, I brought the whole pillows down there. And then I sat on my mattress. The mattress was garbage. It was filled.
You
It
were
was
like contemplating life and like, what if we do?
yeah. I was contemplating. I sat down, pulled out my phone, was looking through things, and my mom walks in. I was like, I vomited. Yeah. It's like what happened. She thought I shit myself. But no.
Which is a topic we don't talk about.
Yes, I'm not saying we're not talking about. This is what she thought. See.
This is the opposite end of the human body.
Yes. And I was like, no, I just vomited everywhere. So we ended up cleaning everything. We have this machine that is actually really good, nice at cleaning stains on the floor.
You've talked about it before.
Yeah, it worked like a charm. There's still a little bit of smell there that we're gonna clean later.
Yeah.
Except we just haven't had the time. And I didn't have a bed at that point because the mattress was fucked. It was not reusable. The smell, and it was fucked to begin with. So I slept on the floor. I slept on the floor like a filthy mongrel, and it was very comfortable. And I think that was due to that I was drunk.
No, I see. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my Thanksgiving. We threw away the other mattress, got my brother's old mattress, which was in better condition than the one I had anyway. So this is an upgrade. And we still have not cleaned it a second time, but it's fine. Now, what were you saying, Carter?
Okay, well, my grandpa. Obviously, speaking of science, I was like, to transition to this new topic. I'm pretty sure you haven't heard of this, but there was a probe that they sent like directly, like almost into the sun, like a couple of months ago, and it actually got some pretty interesting data from the sun. You might not like understand what this. I don't understand what this is, but apparently the magnetic like fields of the sun and the magnetic like radiation winds, they have switchbacks. So they go like they're not like constantly streaming out of the sun. They go just like
a noodle.
Yeah, they just wave around. I don't understand how that works, but interesting. We gotta know what is up with the sun if we have to learn
any
more.
child listening to this, instead of drawing your suns with like little straight lines on the outside, make them noodles now.
Yeah, make them noodles now. Well, I mean, they didn't go like directly into the sun. They had to like go kind of, I guess, like almost near the surface of it, which is the corona, which is still pretty far out because it's a big object.
It's a big old thing.
It's a big freaking star, and
it's not the biggest though. Isn't that the smallest? Or the smallest type of sun?
Our star is
the second smallest, I think. I'm not sure.
It's a yellow dwarf, I think is what they're called. They're like the I don't know, the second smallest-ish type of star, but the largest one that we found is a supergiant called Rigel something. And it's
Nigel?
Rigel. Nigel Thornberry. I'm in space.
Well, that's how insignificant we really are.
Yeah.
We don't.
Like
we're not
literally, we literally could just be a tiny speck of dust.
We could be inside some guy's mug. He's slurping us up as we speak.
Yeah, but it's just taking a long time because we're small and time is relative.
Yes.
Einstein, baby.
That tongue picture of him.
That tongue picture of him.
I always masturbated to it.
Dude.
I felt smarter after I came every time.
Alright, yeah, there's Thanksgiving. What did you guys do for Thanksgiving, my boys?
Leave a comment below if your Thanksgiving was as bad as mine. Speaking of food.
No.
Kay's cooking with Carter.
So, if anybody's watched Charlie, or formerly known as Critical, his
channel
is named Penguin Zero, and he does this series where he
watches these random videos
Yeah.
and just critiques them pretty much.
Yeah, he critiques them as he's watching them. And in one particular video or
series, I guess.
Yeah, series that he's watched is Kay's Cooking, which is this weird
old Scottish Irish lady
in her like country, and she makes this like disgusting food.
But the thing is, I'm pretty sure she's following recipes. So I don't know where she's getting the recipes, but what Charlie said is he predicts that she's getting them from Reddit, and they're just trying to kill her. But they haven't succeeded.
We gotta find that clip and put that in here.
Yes, we gotta search for it.
Alright,
but
so yeah.
Carter, was making food at his house. We went over to his house.
I haven't had dinner yet. Let's make spaghetti because it's like the easiest thing to make.
And as I was watching, I was getting more and more disgusted from each step he took.
Maybe how did you watch Case cooking that same day?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I did not. Once I saw the way you were making food, immediately Case kitchen came up to my head. Case cooking.
So I was boiling the noodles as you do when you're making spaghetti.
Yeah, it was starting off all right,
Like, yeah,
but then it got more and more wretched.
And then the spicy meatball,
The meatballs what threw me off.
And I was like, okay, so
It was a solid
this
piece
is
of
a
ice.
solid ice chunk of meat from the,
Like, meat is not supposed to be like that, even when it's frozen. Like, this was beyond the point of health,
like,
hazard.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't get the fact in my head that this was probably freezer burn and this is unedible now.
It was disgusting. But I made a joke about, like, Carter putting it in plastic bags and boiling it or some shit. Because you never do that. You just cook the meat. And that's how the thaws. Because,
Well,
if it's at that point where you leave it in hot water for like 20 minutes and it's still hard as a rock, just cook it at that point.
I put it underneath the faucet for 20 minutes. I didn't put it in a bowl of hot water or anything. I just left it under the faucet so the water would constantly stream to one side. And then I flip it over.
And it was still solid as a rock.
Yeah, it was still solid all the way through. And I was like, okay, we're gonna have to do some drastic measures. So me and Ocha get the knife out, and we just go.
We just cut it into pieces,
Yeah,
right?
cut it into
I
pieces,
thought we were
but-
just gonna cook it. I got the pan and I was moving around the butter.
You had to like
Smack it.
smack the knife down into the meat as you cut it. And we made like these small little chunks.
So it could thaw easier
Yeah.
when we cook it.
Yeah.
I made this comment like you should just put it in a bag and boil it. And Carter didn't realize I was joking.
Yeah,
But it's like, let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes.
And then
So Carter fucking okay, you take it. From
Okay,
here.
so I put it in a plastic bag, and there's two of them. I got two plastic bags.
There was 3.
There was 3.
Oh no, there was 2 in one and then
Two-
one in
yeah,
its own.
that's what I remember. You didn't get a photo of this.
Yeah, sadly,
Which-
I was like,
which you
I was
really wish
so
you would.
astounded of how fucking retarded you were. I forgot to take a photo.
All right, after like seriously, the ice chunk of meat, it looks blood red right now. It's like covered in like blood and stuff. Like it's probably not that bad, but it's meat. It's got juices on it. Obviously, it's from a dead animal. It's gonna have something on it. So yeah, I put them in a plastic bag. I dump the noodles out of the thing, and I put them in a separate pot, and then I boil the water for the plastic bags of meat, and I put them in, and Josue's like, oh my god, he's serious. He's
Yeah.
serious, he's doing this.
I was like, Carter.
There's no turning back now. I guess I can just enjoy this.
Yeah, I was just enjoying it. Carter, this is fucking Kay's kitchen.
So
I swear to God.
So I'm boiling this thing, and Josue realizes, wait a minute, I think there was an episode of Kay's Cooking where she did this exact technique with the bag of meat. And
But
she
it wasn't
boiled
a bag of meat. It was
It was
the
a
bagels. It was the bagels in saran wrap.
She was boiling bagels in saran wrap. They weren't even like real bagel dough, which like you're not supposed to saran wrap it. The whole reason why bagels have that distinct crust on the outside of them is because you boil them in water first and then you bake them. So putting saran wrap on it on the outside just defeats the purpose.
It
of
turned
making
into
the bagel.
goo. It turned into fucking goo. It was disgusting.
Yeah, so you're like, wait a minute, this looks exactly like Case Cooking, and he sees the flashbacks, and he sees the exact thing, the Case Cooking video just overlaid onto my cooking. It's going at the same time. And you're like, oh my gosh, Kay is going and manifesting herself inside of you. You gotta stop.
Carter is Kay's child. Now you know.
And I'm boiling this meat, and after I boil the meat, it turns like almost pale brown.
It was disgusting
It was
looking.
it was pale brown like on the outside just because of the heat on the water, but it wasn't cooked. It was
And the juices were stuck in there,
yeah,
like
the
trapped
juices-
in
the
there, so it
juices
looked
were-
nasty.
Yeah, the juices were kept in there, so there was just this brown liquid that was still in the bag after I took it out of the boiling pot, and then I pushed it out of the bag and got all the pieces out, and mixed them together with some spices, and then I cooked them on the thing, and Josue still said they were bad, when literally that's how you make meatballs.
Okay, the meat looked terrible, and that's what threw me off the whole time.
It's because it was mincemeat, and the only thing that Kay uses when she's cooking is mincemeat. It's only mincemeat. She only uses mincemeat. That's all she does. And then she feeds it to her weird son, who literally just stares.
Poor child.
He stares into the camera and just goes.
He doesn't even say anything. He just goes. I don't think he's allowed to speak. I think he got his tongue cut off because he disliked Kay's cooking, and she didn't want to hear it.
Oh, the dog's still here. Okay. I thought she left. The dog is still in the room.
Yeah, I think she's leaving now. Go ahead, get out of here. You did the opposite.
Oh no. Okay, so yeah, there's that, and we ate the meal. I realized that I added too much salt to the meat, and that was the only big problem.
Yeah,
but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't so bad. Not with you though, because you had the experience of noticing that this is happening, that I am turning into.
He's turning into fucking K. I was so disappointed. I was like, my dear friend, he's gone. We're losing him.
He was even watching a K's cooking video while it was happening, and he showed.
Yeah, I was going by a side by side.
That's totally what it is.
It was exactly like
the juices on the meat. They're like brown juices with the meat in the bag, and he cited it to a K's cooking video. I was like, that looks exactly like it, and it did. I'm like, oh shit, what have I done?
Yeah, Carter then realized what he did, and he was disappointed in himself.
In episode 3. What have I done?
But yeah, that's Carter's kitchen, I guess.
Carter's cooking.
It's K's cooking, but with the C instead of a K.
That does not work. But that's what I said as it was happening.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't work with the ways vowel works. Because
I thought you were gonna leave. Oh my god.
That doesn't work with the way that consonants works, because English language is retarded. I wonder if that actually made a sound.
I don't know.
So I just put up his tiny little dog to the microphone.
Yeah, now she's walking all over me.
She's walking all over you.
Sit down, you don't.
She's just twirling all over your freaking lap.
Alright, well, on our way there to Carter's house, Carter had quite a few mishaps on the way.
So, it's winter. There's ice on the ground. I haven't calculated this in my mind yet. So I'm just walking normally, and then I slip. It doesn't hurt, really. I'm just like, whoa! It catches me by surprise, and Josue just laughs like a freaking dolphin.
It was so funny. He got off the car and just slid down. Instead of getting off the seat, he completely slid down the fucking car. And we're going. Okay, and this is not the first time. It happened like 3 times in one night.
3 times.
And we're going back to my house, and Car's walking to his car, and fucking slips again, and I'm back to laughing like a fucking retard. How did it feel being laughed at, being made a fool from your mishaps?
Well, it's always happened anyway, so I'm used to it.
Oh yeah. See, we have these group of friends that always make fun of Carter for no reason.
Yeah, they just do it. I don't understand why, but I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, they're all cunts anyways. Oh, not all of them, but
Not all of them.
there's a few that are
There's
cunts.
a few that are really annoying, and I do not like them.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Oh, you don't like me?
No, I mean,
cunt?
same
Wow.
with you. You think the same thing.
Oh yes, I think the same thing.
Sorry. I didn't
One
look
less
for
than
that
the
one.
other, but they're both still annoying. The rise and fall of Tobuscus. I actually gone through this recently. I got a Tobuscus, all right, and it was in my suggested, so I looked at it.
Wait,
and
was it a video called "The Rise and Fall of Tobuscus"?
No. It was an actual Tobuscus video, right?
Oh.
And
You're watching, it's like, wait a minute.
I was like, this is a lot different than his old vibe because he's not
was
like.
it a new video?
Yeah, it was a new video. Like he still does videos.
What
But
was the video? Where was it?
I think he was in like Las Vegas and he was just talking about the people being assholes there and whatnot.
No.
And what other shit. But
Did he look like decrepit and like tired?
he was in his car and he looked sunburnt, crusty bit, and he didn't have the enthusiasm he used
Like
to have.
Papa John's?
Yes, like Papa John's.
Sweaty Papa John's.
But he doesn't have the same enthusiasm as he once did.
Yeah.
And that really threw me off guard. So then I decided to look at his views, and only like 6K views tops. And I go back to his older videos, like, you know, Nugget and Biscuit, you know, that shit that slapped as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was like, they were like so many views. They were like hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, what happened? I think just people got, I don't know, I think his content and the people grew out of him. Like,
Well,
they
you
just
have
outgrew
to
him.
understand that YouTube goes through a cycle. There's a certain type of content that people want at a certain time, and then that trend goes away, and all those YouTubers die.
Yeah.
And then a new thing comes up, like, say, Let's Players back in the day when that was a thing. And that comes out, and the Let's Players that have kind of sort of
This is
died.
a little fact. Speaking of Let's Players, or not Let's Players, but Charlie from Critical Penguin, he doesn't keep any of his money from YouTube.
Mhm.
He spends it all on charity, which I didn't really know. When I was thinking that was
I
a
didn't
really
know
cool
either.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's a really cool thing. But continue.
So, yeah, all of the... Correct me, anybody, if I'm wrong or anything, because, you know, YouTube is, you know, relatively to the test of time in history, is a new platform, which has a terrible company running it. So, yeah.
It's going to shit.
Yeah, it's going to crap. So, after that trend of, say, Let's Playing is dead, nobody wants to talk about it anymore, all those YouTubers die, or they come into the new trend, which PewDiePie does a lot. He actually has his own original stuff that he does himself. Like, he's like, how about I have a show where I literally just review memes? And there's that. There's Cringe Tuesday, and then there's, which I miss Cringe Tuesday. I miss that so much. And then there's Minecraft, which boosted his channel really big.
And boosted Minecraft itself.
Because, yeah, a long time ago he did a stream where it's like, okay, I'm gonna stream Minecraft to keep T-Series away. So that, it only bumped up just a little bit in Minecraft recent. And then when that's basically, I guess it's like a butterfly effect that caused a lot of other people
to start doing Minecraft.
do Minecraft again and realize, hey, this is actually a good game.
Recently I got the really advanced shaders. Well, not really advanced, but really nice shaders. But like that inspired me to play Minecraft more. Not the fucking Minecraft videos. I don't give a shit if it's like a fad, but like the way you could change it and make it look completely different from what it used to, made me feel
the 2019
nice.
boom of Minecraft coming back to life after Fortnite freaking destroyed it, and then Minecraft comes back to life and bops it on the head.
Just bonk.
That's like the proudest moment of this year, I think.
Yes,
I'm
Fortnite
like,
being taken over by Minecraft.
I've always liked Minecraft.
It's
All
always
right?
been it's always been our childhood.
As much as a nerdy thing as that sounds, I've grown up with Minecraft essentially. Like ever since I was like
Everyone
9
like
years
it was
old. I played
Minecraft, Halo, fucking Call of Duty, and what was that other game that was really popular?
Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah, I'll just say that's in the Call of Duty category. But there was these 4 main games that everybody played as a child,
Yeah.
and they're like we're coming back up,
Yeah.
which is really nice. And
The resurgence of Minecraft.
all of it's being reborn.
It began.
At this time and this day.
But you know, always fads die, and it's kind of coming to Minecraft now. But you know, it'll rise and fall all the time because that's how things
work.
go.
That's how things work. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfectly balanced.
Not too much of one thing. Just enough of everything.
Yeah. Made me realize this year, like, how actually kind of semi-balanced Minecraft actually is. Like, it has a lot of stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
It's freaking, like...
But it doesn't have too much.
It doesn't have too much, but it has enough to keep you occupied for a long period of time. And I freaking love it. Like, I would make a Minecraft review if I could, but that would just take me way too much time. I would have to beat the game and get every item
Yeah.
possible.
For a moment, I thought about streaming. I was like, Minecraft's popular. Let's do Minecraft. It's like, I don't want to be part of the fad. That's the thing. I just don't like being part of something that everybody's doing.
PewDiePie's stream that he did a long time ago, that was probably one of the main factors of why that happened, and then SMP Live happened, and then, PewDiePie, he did his own Minecraft series, and he did it, what was it? He did it ironically for like one episode, and then it became like this biggest thing.
Yeah, and PewDiePie started off as a complete noob in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't know shit.
His first video was Minecraft.
And now he's making an AR-15 in Minecraft.
Yeah.
So there's a huge jump, I guess. So he has put in a lot of time and effort into this new popular thing, so he could, please the people.
It's a spin on old content, which makes it original.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really original, but it's original. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it isn't, but it
Nobody
is.
else is doing it, and then he started doing it. Well, who started, like, Minecraft streams? Was it
I would say...
Call Me Carson? Because Call Me Carson's been doing Minecraft for a while, but I'm not sure if he's been doing it before then.
What do you mean, like, starting Minecraft? Like, the whole resurgence?
Like, who started playing it more with the resurgence, I guess?
Call Me Carson.
Yeah.
That's where it started, SMP Live.
Yeah, because a lot of streamers joined it, too. That's why he made the server.
Yeah, and that recently died, and now there's a new one called SMP Earth. I don't think Carson is part of that one.
Really not?
I don't think so. Well, SMP Earth is where, like, literally the whole map is actually Earth. And people go on it, and, like, there's, like, a German empire that all these streamers have. they're, like, their base is in Germany. And there's, Wilbur Soot. He's pretty funny. He has I'll say it correctly, he says a Newfoundland. Which keeps getting invaded by people that have hits on him. Yeah, there's that. There's a topic that we unintentionally said, but there you go.
Oh yeah, that came out of nowhere, didn't it? That was interesting though. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting thing.
Well, we're almost halfway through high school, and we're seniors. So
overall, we are like over halfway out of it, because
we're not done with the first semester.
No, I mean like from sophomore, junior.
Oh yeah, I was talking about this year.
We're 2/3 done basically.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
But
because the education system in Utah is really weird.
We have to think about our plans for the future and everything and whatnot.
Very early.
It's like required. They force you to say something even if you're not sure about it.
Yeah.
So recently, I've been thinking about it. I've been like having myself think about it. And I'm a person who doesn't really give a shit. I wasn't planning on going to college at all. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, maybe I should do a bit of some college courses.
Yeah.
So I decided to go to the DTC.
Yeah.
Previously known as DATC. But they didn't like the applied or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm either doing injection molding or CNC machinery.
So what is that? Is that like
injection molding is like for plastic, everything plastic or some shit. So there's gonna be a lot of work for that, which I like. And it doesn't seem too complex and annoying.
Dolls.
Yeah, you make your own toys.
Nice.
And CNC machinery is how you like 3D print things, but without like the 3D printing. It's just cutting out the shape.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm gonna need CNC if I want to make guitars. My grandpa, right? Which I plan on doing that in the future. But I'd also like a backup one, I guess, like another thing just in case. So I might do both courses. Which one I like more? If I don't like CNC, I'm just gonna drop out. Because I went on a tour recently to see it, and it seemed incredibly boring and annoying.
Oh yeah, you never told about that. You were gone in like season 1, and you were like, I'll tell stories about this, and then you're like, it was too boring to say anything. Yeah. But now you know, saying that now.
Yes. So I'm starting next semester once I go to the next tour and decide which one I want to do. Because starting during high school for the DTC is like a lot less money. It's $40 for me to do it now, but if I do it after high school, it's like two grand.
Yeah, that's
more.
Same for me. I'm also planning on doing a DTC college.
You should start soon
course, which is it's like a composites thing where you make basically aerospace parts
Oh, composites.
So,
My brother does that.
So like you get like carbon fiber and resin, and then you mold stuff
to make it stronger than metal, right?
Yeah.
My brother's doing the same thing.
Well,
That's in the engineering department, so we'd be in the same area if you do start.
But composites would be like you learn about how to do composites, but then I think you learn how to apply that to aerospace stuff. So that would be like for
I'm pretty sure a lot of rockets being built are using composites now.
Yeah.
The tour, SpaceX. Yeah.
SpaceX has a lot of
composite.
Rockets.
Yeah. The guy doing the tour was telling us about Elon Musk, and they were doing a few tests and found out that composites were actually a really good thing to use.
Yeah, composites are like the best thing to use.
Yeah.
Because they're lightweight, and they're durable.
They're very durable. And they're gonna make that a big thing. So if you do that, then you can have if you start doing composites, then you have a good chance of going into SpaceX, which is what you want, right?
I don't know. I don't know if SpaceX would be that for me, because it's like really ambitious. They want to go to Mars, dude. That's kind of far away, and
you're not gonna be an astronaut, but like
I mean, like
you still get paid.
Requiring the math for that. And
you want to do the calculations, or do you want to actually build the rocket?
I don't know, maybe both.
A bit of both.
Because I like Hohmann transfers, which is how you get satellites to other planets. Like orbital mechanics, that stuff interests me. Rocket science interests me, even though it's like rocket science is the hardest thing that everybody says. But when you're a rocket scientist, you understand it, because you understand that it's not that hard, really.
Yeah, it's just rumors.
You've been trained to understand how it works.
Do you ever think about robotics? Since I guess that's
a little bit. I was like, robots sounds cool. I heard robotics club in like junior high, and I was like, maybe. But I never did it. Because I was like,
be like Michael Reeves.
Also, I took a couple of coding classes in junior year, and I did not like those because I cannot code anything. I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, it seems complicated.
I do not understand programming languages. I do not understand.
I think they have that at the DTC too. So there's just one program that you can do that it's the best. It's like all of it. You don't get any credit for like one specific thing, but you get to try out everything and decide which one's your favorite, and then focus on that one thing or multiple things.
In my class, I did C++ and Java. Java was hardest for me. My C++ was also hard, and I still didn't understand that very much. That also was a factor of I got surgery on my nose, so I missed like 3 days of that class, which actually doesn't sound like a lot, but I did miss a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how loops work. I don't know how freaking functions work. I don't know. I'm just dumb. I'm just dumb in that field.
Yeah, but because I'm going to the DTC, I'm probably gonna be staying here with my family for 2 more years. To be honest.
It's close.
Yeah, and I might start with injection molding just because how convenient it is. It's literally over there. It's a lot closer to the DTC.
It's pointing somewhere that you can't see, because guess what? If we set a location, you'd come and kill us.
There's a public pool around here, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Not like that, Do you know of it?
I think so. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
I think it's that building actually, or it's one near it.
Okay.
But it's really close and much more convenient than going all the way to, the DTC, because it's much further. And I might do both programs. If I decide to do both programs, I'm gonna be here for 2 years. If I decide to do one program, I might just be here for 1 year.
Yeah.
Year and a half maybe. But yeah. How about you, Carter? What's your plan?
I already said I'm going to DTC also for composites and stuff, and also learning about aerospace and stuff like that. I have to take 2 courses, one for composites, and then another one, can't remember what it was called, but the second one I am required a certain amount of days, or literally just being applied for it to, after having that course, I can go and do like an externship, which is, it's like an internship, but I can't remember what it was. But like you literally get to work where that company is located, and if you have a certain amount of externship hours, you can be offered a job in that already. So I could have a job while in college in that course, already having aerospace learning while
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in college to go to that
the
place
guy-
and also have aerospace job.
The guy giving the tour also explained something similar, I guess. But like, you could start working at some jobs, and if you're not fluent or like you don't know one certain thing, they'll pay for your college to learn it. So
Yeah.
then you could be more useful to them. So
Yeah.
that's the
Oh
thing.
yeah. They also said something about that too. Like they'll pay for college too if I get a job offer. So I'll just have to do really well with my
Yeah.
internship, which I'm pretty sure I will, because I'll be enjoying doing aerospace stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even
It's
if
gonna be
it's-
difficult, but it's something you
Even
enjoy.
if it's like literally just like actually.
You've played so much Kerbal Space
I've
Program
played so much Kerbal Space
that
Program.
you are a professional now.
That's not why I want to do it. I just play it because it's similar into what you do in it.
Yeah,
But
it's something you
very
enjoy,
simplified.
yeah.
It's really fun building rockets in there. Like, I know some people won't find it enjoyable, but some people do. Like, the other day I rescued a Kerbal from LKO, which is for Kerbal Orbit, by just using a probe that latches onto it and then grabs it back.
Just
Yeah, it grabs it and pulls it back into the atmosphere and lands it right back into the ocean.
into the ocean. I thought it just slammed into the floor and just
It
exploded.
almost did. I almost forgot parachutes on it.
That's fucking epic. Oh,
Yeah, so there's that. There's our plans. Now you guys know my life story.
story of my life. Story of my life. I
Jesus.
take her home.
Wow, that's pretty epic. All right.
That's the best we've done so far.
So
I guess.
yeah, that's the best we've done for a topic so far since we
Yeah,
just.
we usually
gone
just
through
shit
'em.
spray through the topics.
So let's see. What's the next topic we got? Are they all gone?
Unless you want to talk about what's happened recently with your household, but I don't think you do.
Oh, okay. No, I'm good. That's
Yeah.
not really a big deal anyway. I'll
We could talk about the season coming up. Since we were so late to Thanksgiving, we could just get a head start on Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, this is the month of Christmas cheer and gall.
I don't like Christmas.
I like
too
the
happy.
gifts, but I don't like how people, are
It's
around the
too
holidays.
It's too
That's the
happy
thing.
for me.
Like it's happy sometimes, but when half the time it's just like chaos because everybody's out there trying to get their families gifts and whatnot and shit. And some people do not have the money to do so, and they just feel bad. And that's why Black Friday was a thing, so people could afford more things.
Yeah. So, being me, I'm not really that much of a believer in anything. So Christmas to me is like, it's literally just, gift giving.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's all it is. That's no like, we're celebrating Jesus.
What are you getting for Christmas, Carter?
I don't know. I literally just said I don't know to my parents because I'm becoming that age where I literally
You don't really give a
I
shit.
can literally just buy what I want.
Yeah. Oh, you don't.
Which is what I have been doing, but
Not really, but.
technically. Like I literally just said that to them. It's like I got my own money. I can really just buy what I want for Christmas.
Yeah. But see, I'm a man with no money,
Yeah,
and I didn't really want anything. Couldn't really think of anything, but my mother kind of forced me to do so because Black Friday sales and whatnot. It's like I had to think of shit on the spot. I'm getting Raycons because I watched Cold One's video and they were sponsoring them. I was like, hey, I need some earbuds, and those look nice and they're wireless. So I'm getting some Raycons, I guess. I'm trying to think, because I don't really ask for much, and
like literally the best thing that I think I can get right now is
slap on
give me literally just give me money or something. Seriously.
That's what I was saying.
Like, seriously, because if you give me the money, then I can go. Like I don't know what I want right now, and
Yeah.
even if when I get to Christmas, I probably still won't know. But if you give me that money, then
Over
I can,
time,
then
you
I-
could
over
find things
time
to
I
buy.
can find out what I want to do and get.
Like you see
That's
something you
all good.
like, and then you can use that money then and there.
That's probably the best thing.
I can't remember anything other than Raycons. I think I'm also getting a hoodie, because I only have one hoodie that I always wear, and it's just a fucking random
Oh yeah, same with
triangle.
Mine.
And
I always have the same hoodie that I wear.
yeah, and then I think I asked for a watch, but not like those uncomfortable ones where you have to strap on, making it, and they're never the perfect fit. It's one of those elastic ones, which are really comfy.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it. I didn't really ask for much, to be honest.
Mhm.
Cause I'm not a cunt about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a spoiled child. See, unlike my cousins, when my parents say this to me, I guess that we are not spoiled people. My family, I guess.
We are not of the high class.
We're not of the high class and just expect money handed to us.
Yeah.
No, cause my grandpa, he always offers money to buy things when we're always with him, and my cousins, like before he could offer, they ask for money.
Mhm.
They expect money out of them, and it was just like, what the fuck? Like that's not a thing you do, right? That's not a thing you do, because it's kind of a cunt move. But
Yeah.
I never ask for anything, and even when he offers, I still say no. It's fine. I don't need this. I don't want it. I would want it, but like I don't need it. So, because I'm not like that. See, I come from a family of poverty,
Yeah.
so money has always been an issue, but I never craved it like crazy. So it's just something, because I'm just lucky enough to have the money I have now.
Yeah. It's like, for me, like, I have a job, so I'm like, hey, I guess that's cool, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't really use it that much.
you save up a lot of
Like,
it, don't you?
only when I really
Like
want
gas?
something, then I'll use that money for something.
Yeah, but then sometimes you.
Sometimes
sometimes it-
I'll go out of my way and I'll literally just like get like a snack at a gas station or something. Or McDonald's.
Some McDonald's.
Like
we
you and
we
me
get a
have been
lot of
doing.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like, Super Mega goes to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
We're like that, but with McDonald's.
Yeah, we like look at everything and oh, they got that, and then we get it.
I always get the same thing, though. I always get a spicy chicken sandwich with extra
Fucking
mayonnaise.
Minion Tic Tacs. Banana!
That kind of hurt my throat.
Oh man.
But do you want anything? Have you, like, figured out anything? One singular thing? If you could have one thing for Christmas, what would it be?
Now, I really want a quest after this endeavor that I've gone through. Which which I really don't want to talk about because it's not that big of a deal anyway.
But it is, but it's more of a personal matter.
Yeah, it's more of a personal problem, but it really doesn't matter that much.
See, we don't want to bother you guys with our actual problems in life.
Yeah.
Well, anything other than a quest?
Well, I can finish this episode off with a really weird dream I had.
A lewd
Last
dream?
night?
Wet dream?
No.
Oh, I got after that.
Alright.
I'll tell you my dream that I had. It was the worst dream of my life. I
Seriously,
think by far.
I'll put like scary effects over it, and I'll just like loop. I'll like loop the thing over it, and I'll just make it sound incoherent the whole time. And so, I have no idea how this happened. Okay, one of them, I can't remember if they were the same dream, but I remember I was in with a crew of guys, and these guys were it was me and
Like a gang?
me and the boys basically, and.
Who are these boys?
I don't know, some random people. And they were just like, hey, let's go to the girls' bathroom. Let's go see what's in there.
So you're like lewd Japanese boys?
No, we were like adventurers. We were like all dressed in like
D&D outfits
yeah,
or some
like seriously. We were like the freaking Rebel Alliance on Endor. That's kind of what it looked like. And we go into the locker room or the girls' bathroom, and apparently it's not a bathroom, it's a whole mall. And then there's this weird section where there's this lady who captures fish out of a river in the mall. Yeah.
There's a river in the mall.
Yeah, and there's wilderness there too, and she's like a tribal lady, and she's like, I catch the fish in the river. And then I don't know if this is part of it, but I might be different. I might be mixing these two together. But I remember I went into the river and I followed it out to a beach or something, and there was this boardwalk, and there was this rock where a bunch of these weird people with masks, okay? Masks.
Did they worship you?
Have you heard of Harry Potter Puppet Battles? Have you heard of that?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, if no, everyone who has heard of that will know what I'm talking about. The face of Harry Potter in that show was the mask. And it was like this weird mask thing that all these people were wearing. And they had crab claws. One of them was blue, one of them was red. And they were wearing the Harry Potter outfit along with that. and they were dancing around this rock in a circle.
In the crab rave?
And they were going, like it was like a timed cheer, and they were waving their arms. They were going, yay, yay, yay.
It seems oddly similar to the crab rave.
And then I look into the circle, and they're dancing around my bunnies, my rabbits that I have.
Like a satanic ritual, they cut them up and then feed them to Satan.
I don't know what the fuck was happening. And I woke up and I was like, what? What was that? What the heck happened? Oh, I don't understand.
Seems like a normal weird dream. I didn't enjoy my dream. Not one bit. It was terrible.
Tell me
was
your
wretched.
dream, and I'll just.
I woke up with a phantom pain.
Just tell me it without even explaining anything. Just tell me. Just tell me everything, because you know when you're in a dream, it's just these things happen that you can't explain, but you understand what it is. Just tell me what it is.
All right, I think
just
you're
tell
gonna.
me what happens.
Okay, there's multiple scenarios
Okay.
within this dream. Like whenever the scenario ends, it goes to the next scenario,
Okay.
and all of them involved my balls being smashed. I'm not even fucking with you. All of them involved my balls being smashed. I only remember one of the scenarios, but I remember there were multiple, and a lot of them. A lot of scenarios where my balls would either get smashed somehow. Okay, this is the one scenario I remember. So we're in this remote island, you know, chilling, and my mom's out in like some fucking really deep part of the ocean, but really close to the fucking shore, which was really strange. But it was like a extended part of an island, right? And she caught a fish, and there's this black guy in the corner, just
The black
you know,
guy?
I don't know, some fucking random black guy just fishing in the back of the corner, and she catches this big eel. I guess you would say 6 feet, I guess. 3 feet tall or wide, I guess. And it had these teeth, these large teeth, but like enough to pull a whole row of a mouth. And she grabbed it by the mouth and was pulling. She asked me for help. So I go over, grab the fish, grab it by the mouth, and I start walking back to the area. There was a shady area, so we cut it up, make it, fill it, and eat it. And my left hand slipped, which was holding the mouth. So I grab onto it because it's wriggling around with both hands. While it's wriggling around, it goes in between my thighs, opens its mouth, and it's one tooth, one big old tooth that just gets in his bottom tooth, right on my testicle, and pop it, biting down.
Did you feel it?
Okay, and then I instantly woke up. That was probably the worst scenario that happened, and I felt pain in my balls for at least the whole day.
Wait, this is one scenario. So you had...
I had multiple scenarios, but I think this was the worst one.
What-
So my
tell me
testicle completely exploded.
Tell me some other ones then.
I can't remember them. I just remember that there was a lot of scenarios where my balls were being damaged. A lot of them. And I think that was the worst one, and that's why it woke me up. 'Cause right immediately, he popped my fucking testicle like a Tide Pod. I got up, grabbed my nutsack, and was like, ah. I had a phantom pain for the whole day. Whenever I'd think about the dream, my right testicle would hurt.
Oh my god.
And it kind of hurts right now talking about it.
I kind of had a dream like that too, where I think it was the same one I was talking about, where I was biting on something. I don't know what it was.
Your testicles.
I was biting on something and I bit really, really hard into it. And I broke my jaw. And I could feel it the whole time. And then I woke up and I felt my jaw. I was like, oh. And I was like, oh. It was just felt with relief.
Did you feel pain when you woke up?
No, I didn't.
I felt so much pain in my testicle.
In the dream, I didn't feel any pain either. It's just that snap
We
noise.
looked in the mirror, like your jaw's like on the top of your head.
It didn't feel like it didn't. I didn't look like it was broken. It just felt like it was. Like the hinge was like snapped off or something. Don't know what it was.
You're biting down your dad's dick.
If I notice one of my toes is missing because my foot went in my mouth when I was sleeping, then that's probably what it was.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that's it. I guess.
yeah. You have anything else to talk about so we can at least make it to an hour?
I have a story.
Story?
I have a story where I was a little boy. But no, it's not that story. Don't worry.
Okay.
I went to this weird learning center. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a science
Auschwitz.
It's the learning center. It's America, Josue, in like the 2000s. This is not the Holocaust. Okay, so I go to Salt Lake, some learning center, some science center. It's next to the planetarium in Salt Lake somewhere, and I was like, oh my god, I can't remember how much cringe it was. Looking back.
Cringe, bro.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this story. Why am I telling this? Okay, so I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years old.
The cringiest time of your life.
I was with my best friend. I'm not gonna say his name, but he went off somewhere, and I was stuck on my own on a bench next to this weird-looking schoolhouse. But it was like a, prop schoolhouse. And I looked in the window, and there was like an actual class going on. And I was like, wait, what is happening? And all these kids are like, bored and everything. I assumed that it was probably like a scripted act for the teacher. It was like a teen-looking teacher, kind of, sitting there on the board. And then she goes away, so I'm like, I'm gonna take this opportunity and teach the class about something stupid. And then I go up to the front of the class, and I go, hi everyone, my name is Mr. Carter, and I write on the board.
Wait, you actually? This is not a dream.
This is not a joke.
This is not a dream.
This is not a dream. This happened. And then I hear my friend's mom in the background yelling my name to see where I am, and then I was like, oh, all right, 1 minute, I'll be back. And then I go, and then I never go there again. And I never go there again.
Wait, so these little kids in a classroom.
Yeah, but they were looking at me so weird. They're like, they thought something weird was happening. Like the teacher died and they needed a substitute. And I just,
and it was a fucking 6-year-old.
And I just came over. They were like the same age as me or older. I don't know. But they were looking at me like I was fucking retarded.
Because you are.
Yeah, I'm such an idiot. And my friend's mom is like, hey, Carter, where are you? And then I was like, 1 minute, please. I put the chalk down and I run away.
So your name, just Carter, still up there. When you put first name and last name, they gave you a call.
I swear it's still on
The
there.
cursed name.
Afterwards that happened though, I went back to that area with my best friend. There was no one in there. My best friend sat on a seat and he waited for my lecture. And I talked about poop volcanoes. But I mean, I'm not gonna go into that. So there you go.
Why?
That was the cringiest moment of my entire childhood.
And you're too fucking stupid to notice that you're being bad cringe, bro.
Yeah, I didn't notice that because I was like 5.
Oh, that hurts.
My name is Mr. Carter.
I'll be your substitute for this evening. Now, today we'll learn about sex. Just pull down your pants. Any females around wanna demonstrate with me?
I'm 5 years old, so this is terrible.
Yeah, you can't even come.
I'm not a lolly.
What if some big fat bitch just kidnapped you, alright? And,
I don't want your hypotheticals anymore.
and grabbed you. He's like, what a cute lolly.
Sounds like Marge.
Honey!
Homie, I think I found a nice lolly for you.
What do you do at that point? Like, what?
Well, I'm 5, so I have no idea what's happening. So I
Actually, I
probably
have
just
a better
let it happen.
hypothetical. What if your house went into space? We forgot to mention this.
Oh yeah.
What if your house blew off the space like that one movie that
Cythera. I've always dreamed about going to space, but now that I realize space is a terrible place to go, I don't want to go there. So, if my house blasted off to space, I'd be dead.
You'd be terrified.
Obviously. Like,
No,
unless the house actually had, like, countermeasures to keep all the space
it
out.
has countermeasures, right? To keep you with oxygen and some gravity.
I'd have to...
Not the best gravity, but some.
I'd have to realize how much food and water I'd have to survive in space. I'd have to run around my house to keep my bones, like, in shape.
Yeah, you don't be like fucking Wall-E where everybody becomes fat fucks.
Because that's what happens in space, is your bones shrink. When you're in space, because the gravity is different. Because you have evolved to live in this
Gravity.
gravity on Earth.
Yeah.
So when you're in space, it doesn't work.
So,
You have to
so
work
if
out.
you think if people were left in space for a long time and
They
evolved,
probably turn into
you think
blobs.
and the noodles,
It'd just be like
just not bones, just wiggling.
octopi blobs. My house returns back from space, and then it just says octopus comes out of the house, and it's like, what happened to you? It's like, what are you talking about? I look at my hands, suction cups. Whoa! Whoa!
As you were saying, I guess.
Yeah.
About the hypothetical.
So yeah, I don't know. I probably live my life on as a space octopus for the rest of my life.
And then you wake up.
I would never want to come back down.
No.
Probably not, because I'd probably die up there anyway.
Yeah.
Space is an unforgiving hellscape with nothing in it.
I'm probably doing all.
It's so
I'll be trying to do all sorts of things to keep myself entertained.
Space is so boring.
If you could bring one person in space, who would it be?
I don't know. One of the homies. I don't know.
You don't want an experienced person. You don't want an astronaut.
Fuck, that would be a good point. I don't know. The Martian.
I bring Batman with me.
I'd bring Mark Watney from The Martian, aka
I'd bring Ryan Reynolds so he could entertain
Ryan
me.
Reynolds.
I hope him dressed as
I
Deadpool.
would bring Critical.
Yeah,
He could watch Cave's Cooking with me
for hours.
until we die.
Then you guys could fuck pleasurably.
This has been episode 5, season 2 of CopperCast.
Hope you enjoyed. This has been a successful episode. We had talked about quite a deal of topics, and for quite a while we went in more detail. We've been trying to do more detail lately, and I think we've succeeded this time. Don't you agree, Carter?
I think so. Stay tuned
For episode 6. Epic. Enjoy.